300 and sometimes over 1,000 people vanish every year at sea. Most cases have explanations: storms, human error, mechanical failure. But there is one place on Earth where disappearances seem to happen differently. A place where pilots report their instruments spinning wildly, where ships are found abandoned without a single soul on board, and where entire aircraft seem to disappear without even sending a distress call. A place known as Bermuda Triangle. And tonight, we're diving into the terrifying mysteries hidden beneath its waters. Because some people believe the Bermuda Triangle is not just dangerous. They believe something is there. The Bermuda Triangle is a massive stretch of ocean located between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. At first glance, it looks beautiful. Crystal blue water, warm tropical weather, one of the busiest shipping routes in the world. But beneath that calm surface lies one of Earth's most infamous mysteries. Over the decades, hundreds of ships and aircraft have reportedly vanished here. Some were never found. No wreckage, no bodies, no explanation. And the stories surrounding the triangle only get stranger from there. The most famous disappearance happened on December 5th, 1945. 5 US Navy bombers took off from Florida for a routine training mission. The squadron was called Flight 19. The weather was normal, the pilots were experienced, everything seemed fine, until the radio transmissions began. One pilot suddenly reported something terrifying. "We don't know where we are." Then another message came through. "The ocean doesn't look right." Imagine hearing that. The ocean doesn't look right. Soon after, the pilots said their compasses were spinning uncontrollably. They couldn't tell which direction was west or east, or even where the sun was. Ground control tried guiding them home, but the pilots sounded confused, disoriented, almost panicked. Then came the final transmission. "Everything looks strange." And then, silence. All 5 aircraft vanished, 14 men gone. But what happened next made the story even darker. A rescue plane carrying 13 crew members was immediately sent out to search for Flight 19. That rescue plane also disappeared. No survivors were ever found, not a single wreckage field, nothing. To this day, Flight 19 remains one of the greatest aviation mysteries in history. The Bermuda Triangle isn't only linked to planes. Some of the creepiest stories involve ships found completely abandoned. One of the most disturbing cases was the ship known as the Carroll A. Deering. In 1921, the massive schooner was discovered crashed near North Carolina. But when rescuers boarded the ship, the entire crew was gone. The captain's belongings were untouched. Food was still prepared in the kitchen. Personal items remained exactly where they should have been, but the lifeboats were missing. It looked as if the crew had vanished suddenly in the middle of normal life. No distress signal had been sent, no bodies were ever recovered, and nobody truly knows what happened on board. Imagine discovering a ship floating silently in the ocean, dinner still sitting on the tables, but every human being on board gone. Over the years, pilots flying through the triangle have reported bizarre phenomena. Some claim to see glowing lights moving beneath the water. Others describe electronic fog surrounding their aircraft. A few pilots even reported sudden time loss. One pilot claimed he flew through a strange cloud tunnel, and when he landed, nearly 30 minutes had disappeared from his flight time. No one could explain it. Could magnetic anomalies exist there? Possibly. The Bermuda Triangle sits in an area where compasses can behave strangely due to variations between true north and magnetic north. But many believe that explanation doesn't fully account for the terrifying stories, because some reports sound far more disturbing. In 1918, the giant Navy ship known as the USS Cyclops disappeared while sailing through the triangle. It carried over 300 people. The ship never sent a distress signal, it simply vanished. Even stranger, the USS Cyclops was one of the largest ships ever lost by the US Navy outside of combat. No wreckage was ever found, no bodies, nothing. It was as if the ocean swallowed the ship whole, and the mystery only deepened when two sister ships of the Cyclops later disappeared on nearly identical routes. 3 giant ships, gone. So what actually causes these disappearances? Some scientists believe the triangle's reputation is exaggerated. After all, it is one of the busiest regions in the Atlantic Ocean. More traffic means more accidents. Powerful storms also form there rapidly. Hurricanes, massive waves, violent currents. Some researchers believe underwater methane gas eruptions could reduce water density, causing ships to sink almost instantly. Others point to human error, navigation mistakes, or mechanical failure. But then, there are the theories people can't stop talking about: Atlantis, alien activity, time warps, interdimensional portals. Some believe the lost city of Atlantis lies beneath the triangle, generating mysterious energy from ancient technology. Others claim UFOs use the area as some kind of hidden gateway. And while most scientists dismiss these ideas, the eerie stories continue. Deep beneath the waters near the Bahamas, there are giant underwater sinkholes called blue holes. Some of them stretch hundreds of feet into darkness. Divers describe them as terrifying. Cold currents, pitch-black tunnels, sudden disorientation. Some researchers believe these underwater cave systems could help explain why wreckage is so difficult to find. But divers have reported something unsettling. Many claim the deeper they descend, the quieter everything becomes. No fish, no movement, just darkness. And some say their equipment begins malfunctioning for no clear reason. Here's the strange truth. Despite all the legends, millions of people travel through the Bermuda Triangle safely every year. Cruise ships cross it constantly. Planes fly overhead daily. Most return completely unharmed. But every so often, another strange story appears. A missing boat, a vanished aircraft, a bizarre radio transmission. Enough to keep the mystery alive. Because humans fear what we cannot explain. And the ocean is still one of the least explored places on Earth. In fact, scientists estimate that over 80% of Earth's oceans remain unmapped and largely unexplored. Think about that. There may be things beneath those waters we have never seen before. So, is the Bermuda Triangle truly cursed? Or is it simply a place where nature becomes deadly and unpredictable? Nobody knows for certain. But somewhere beneath those dark Atlantic waters lie the remains of ships, planes, and secrets that may never be discovered. And perhaps some mysteries are meant to stay buried beneath the sea. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, subscribe for more terrifying mysteries, abandoned places, hidden history, and unexplained phenomena from around the world. Because the deeper we explore Earth,